Hi, and thanks for joining me for this new strength training with Pilates workout. I'm calling this Lauren's Perimenopause workout. By request from my viewers, you guys are asking for more intermediate or advanced workouts with heavy weights. So as a 48-year-old woman going through perimenopause myself, this is what one of my typical workouts looks like. So again, it's a little bit more advanced. If you are a true beginner or new to working out with me, please start with more of a beginner video. I will link one in the description box below. Also, wanted to give a shout out to Dr. Marie Claire Haver, brand new book for the perimenopausal woman. She also has the new Menopause, also an incredible brand of her own supplements. Great information. You guys always ask me a lot of advice. She is my go-to. I will link her information in the description box below as well. So with that, grab your heavier weights. I'm using a set of 5 pounds and a set of 10 pounds today. We'll switch back and forth just a little bit. We are standing and on the floor. So strength workout, standing and floor, working a lot on the core, some mobility work in there as well, and some stretching at the end. With that, let's get to it. Let's begin on the end of our mat. Feet are underneath the hips. Stand up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders back. Big inhale, arms come up. Exhale down. From here, let's tuck the chin. We have a soft bend in our knees. And we're going to roll down nice and slow. Nice stretch in the back of the legs and lower back. Tuck the tailbone and let's roll it up. Again, big inhale. Exhale, tuck the chin, we roll down, reach towards those toes. Tucking the tailbone, roll up. And last time, big inhale. Tuck the chin, rolling down, and this time we're gonna walk all the way out to a plank position. From here, shift the hips up into a downward dog. Press the heels into the mat. Shift your weight forward again, and then go ahead and drop your knees. So we're in a quadruped position here. And cat-cow, I want you to drop your chin, round your back, gazing towards your navel. And into the cow, chin comes up, shoulders back, and hips back. Again, round forward. And chin up. One more time. Find your way back to neutral. And then I want you to look over your shoulder like you're trying to glance back at your foot. Feeling a nice stretch along the side of the waist. And then same thing, other side. We come back to center. Tuck your toes under, pike back up to that downward dog. Soft bend in the knees and walk your hands back in. Keep the knees bent and we roll up. Okay, one more time. Inhale up. Exhale, we roll down. We walk it out. Hips come up, pike to downward dog. Knees come down, underneath the hips. Hands are underneath our shoulders. From here, let's thread the needle, but we're gonna reach up. Beautiful stretch for that spine. And then thread the needle all the way underneath and then drop your shoulder towards the floor. Let's come back to center, same thing other side. Big reach up. And then thread underneath that arm. Resting on the shoulder, head rests on the mat. And back to center. Tuck the toes. We pike back up. Soft bend in the knees. Let's walk it in. Bend. And roll it up. Finishing with the shoulders. Feet are going to come nice and wide. And then from here, we're going to lunge side to side. So hips come slightly to the back, toes are facing forward. Warming up the lower body, our large muscle groups here in our thighs and glutes. Let's hold this last one. Press the opposite hand against that leg and again twist up and over. Come back to center, bend the knees and roll it up. And then other side, hold that side lunge. And then arm comes up and over. Lower the hand, bend both knees, and again roll that up. Always finishing with the shoulders here. Keeping the wide stance, but let's turn our toes to the corners. From here, big plie, down and up, and then side reach over. Hips are tucked in this wide plie here. Big reach. And last one. From here, keep the wide stance, but we're going to turn to the side. We're going to lower our torso for a nice hamstring stretch. Then bend the front knee. Lower the arms if you can. If not, on your knee is fine. And step back into a nice, really big, long lunge here. Try to straighten your back knee. And then from here, we come up, lift the hips and try to straighten both legs again, chest coming towards the leg. Let's do that again. Drop back into the lunge. And left. Lower. And left. From here, let's just turn our feet back to center, feeling a beautiful stretch. And the backs of both legs, and then continue on to the other side. All right, wiggle that back foot back, coming into your lunge, dropping the hips down. Again, a nice stretch in that hip flexor. And then again, straighten both legs. Drop again. So you can go a little further each time. Lift and stretch. And last time. Lift the hips, straighten both legs. Twisting, coming back towards center. Maybe toe heel in just a bit. Bend the knees. And we roll it up. And again, finish with the shoulders. Okay, let's get into it. Grabbing your set of heavier weights. I'm starting with my 10 pounds. Feet underneath the hips. We have a combination squat and bicep curl. Shoulders down and back. Here we go. Come down, press your weight into the heels, press up, bicep curl. You got it, slow and controlled. We have 3 more. Last one here. Okay, another combination. My favorite, curtsy lunges. Great for working those side glutes. We step behind with the right leg. We curtsy down. Hammer curl as you come up. Combination with the side leg lift. Lower the weights as we curtsy down. Bicep curl up. Leg lifts and down. Again, slow and controlled. Those legs are going to start to burn. We have 3 more. Last one. Well done. Same thing, other side. Curtsy back. Come up with that bicep curl. Side leg lift. A lot of combination moves in this workout. And as you know, I like to introduce balance into all my workouts. So important. And let's face it, we're all busy. I like a lot of combination moves, a lot of bang for your buck. Sneak a lot into the workouts. We have 2 more. Can you get a little bit lower? Power up through that front leg. Well done. Drop 1 weight. Staggered stance. Nice proud chest. Hinge slightly forward. We're going to do 3 rows. And then we're going to twist that torso, open up, and lift up to the angle. Twist that torso back down. Great for the core as well. Hold the 3rd. Twist. Press up. Nice tight core here. So we're supporting our whole upper body. We have 2 more sets like this. Same thing, other side. Switch that weight. Staggered stance. Hinge forward from the hips. Here we go. Row for 3, 2, 1. Twist and open. Keeping your core tight is going to help with your balance as well. Changing our center of gravity here. Makes us work a little harder. Two more sets. Last one here. 3, 2, 1. Rest and release. Well done. I'm going to swap out 4 of my 5-pounders because we've got a bit of shoulder work. So coming into a staggered squat position. So our right leg, we're popped up onto that toe. And we're going to start with our palms facing up. We squat down just like a regular squat, come up, and the hands come to the side, touch in the center in front of the chest, and come down. So down, press up, tap. Working the chest and the front deltoids here. Keep that heel popped the whole time. And thinking about driving through the front heel. Last one. All right, switch legs. And this time we're going to start with our weights together. We squat down, come up, and then lift to a high V. You got it. We have 3 more. Last one. A little shake out. Okay, working the inner thigh. We're gonna come back to that position we did in our warm up. So it's a little wider than a sumo squat, and we're gonna keep our hips tucked. So it's like really wide second position plie. You can even get your knees in line with your heels there. That's great. Think about pressing the knees back. From here, the elbows are in. We come down into that plie, take the weights out, bring them back in, press up, down, out, in, and press up. Remember, hips tucked here, shoulders down. If you really wanted to level up and challenge yourself on this one, you can pop your heels up and down as those weights come out to the side. Just an extra challenge. Get a little quake and shake in those legs. And again, great challenge for the balance. Let's go 3 and 2. Last one here. And come up. Woo! Drop those weights. Keep that position. This time hinge forward. Let's do a quick little football stretch here. Pressing the knees out to the side. Drop the shoulder towards the other knee. And switch sides. Back to center. Come on up. Let's grab one heavier weight again. We're going to start with a high knee, at the same time lifting the weight overhead and come back to center. High knee and center. We're going to add on to this move. So here we're just doing a few to get used to it, finding your balance. Okay, here we go, adding on. We do a high knee. We step back into a lunge. One tricep press, lower as you step that leg back in. High knee, hold it there. Big step back. Tricep, and lift. Let's alternate sides. High knee, big step back, tricep, come together. Slow and control, guys. Stay with me. Just do what you can. If you need to drop that foot before you lunge, that's totally fine. And again, if you wanted to level up, you could drive that knee straight back up top if you wanted to. Drop and lift. And together. Hello, shoulders. Hello, thighs and triceps. We're getting it all in. We have 4 more. Last 2. Last one. Wow, nice job. Take a minute, catch your breath. We are going to drop down to the mat. Keep your weights nearby. And I know you're all going to groan, but we're going to get them over with. You know, I always suggest doing push-ups. It's a great functional movement. I try to do 10 every day. Like I said, this is my kind of go-to workout. So you've got to do push-ups. If you really can't do them on your wrists, you can stay standing, do them against a wall, on your knees, or all the way in our plank position. Whew. Just like we started, give me a big inhale. And exhale down. Tuck the chin. Roll down. And we're gonna walk it out. Find your plank. You could take your feet a little bit wider if you like. Drop your knees if you like. We've got push-ups. Here we go. Inhale on your way down. Exhale on your way up. Elbows are coming back at about a 45-degree angle. We're halfway there, guys. Take a break if you need to. We've got 3, 2, last one. Little stretch break, sit back into a child's pose. Reach forward with those hands. Drop your forehead if you like. Catch your breath here. Okay, back up onto our hands and knees. Crisscross your legs behind you. Then we sit back onto our heels. And that's just a little sneaky way to get into a different position. Okay, from here, we're gonna work on our core. Feet are separated, parallel from the hips, and we're gonna come back onto our elbows. Making sure that our chest is lifted so we're not dropping down. If you start to feel any tension in your neck, I simply want you to tuck your chin. It helps take a lot of the pressure off. And if this makes you really uncomfortable, then just go ahead and lay all the way down. So we'll find something that works for everyone. So let's lift the legs into a tabletop position. Open up the knees and then flex the feet. We're gonna push the feet out, point the toes, draw them back in. Flex, push out, point, draw in. So we're getting quads, abs, and inner thighs here. Push out, point, draw in. Just 3 more. Last one. Close the knees and put those legs down. Okay, both legs on the floor. Stretch long. Remember, up out of those shoulders. We're gonna develop a kind of roll that foot to the knee, lift it up, and lower it down. Draw up, alternating sides here. Slow and controlled, lower down. Going for our quads and our hip flexors. If you want to level up here, really get into the abs, you're gonna lift the lower leg and keep it lifted and down. Fight for it. Really draw in that tummy. And think about lifting and lengthening that leg. Oh my gosh, lower abs on fire. Last one here. Woo. Feet on the floor. Scoot your bum towards the heels and go ahead and lower your head all the way down. Support the back of our head with our hands. From here, we're going to lift our legs to tabletop position, one at a time, and then go ahead and glue your legs together so shins are parallel to the floor. From here, we're simply crunching up and lowering down. I think it's helpful to think about lifting your chest up rather than forward. Elbows are wide, and the neck or head is heavy in your hands. Exhale. Inhale on your way down. We have 8 more. Again, if you want to level up, here's an option to lengthen the leg as we crunch up. Last 4. You got it. And relax, hug the knees in. Maybe turn your head side to side, releasing any tension in your neck. All right, both feet on the mat. And then I want you to lengthen your left leg. Elbows are on the floor, fingertips pointing up, palms towards each other. From here, we're gonna do like a half sit-up and half crunch, or like a Turkish get-up. So we're gonna lift, using our elbow, driving it into the mat, reach up and a little bit over here to the side, crossing, slowly lower back down. You can use your elbow to push up here and come down. Working all the abdominals at once here. Two more. Lower that elbow and switch legs. Little cleansing breath here. Prepare for the other side. Let's go. We reach up. Exhale on your way up. Last 2. then we're going to do one more just to get ourselves back up in a seated position to grab your weights. A little break for the abs. We're going to get more into the upper body. I'm going to go in with my heavier weights. I challenge you to try your heavier weights. You can always drop down if you need to. So we are on our backs. We're going to keep our arms parallel with, again, another combination. Palms facing each other. We press straight up. And then we're going to drop down to a skull crusher. Try to tap the ends of your weight to the sides of your head by your ears. And then come back up. Down. Lift. Back. And up. On this tricep skull crusher, try not to move your elbows. We're just moving those forearms. Dropping the weights by sides of our head. Let's do one more. Quick break. We're going to go into our second combination move in this series. This time we're going to press our weights together. Push up, and then we come out to a fly, and then squeeze those weights together. Again, press together. Down towards the belly button, straight back up. Out to the side, squeeze back in. Make sure that you are chest level here. We don't want to injure our shoulders if our arms are too high out to the side. Down and up, out, squeeze in. We have two more. Okay, lower down. Our little break, because we're going to repeat those, is a glute bridge. So walk your heels a little closer into your bum, driving the heels into the ground. Weights are on top of the hip bones for added resistance. We squeeze the glutes, lower halfway down, squeeze again, and all the way down. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. We squeeze up, down half, all the way, and lower. Lift, halfway down, halfway lift, and down, all the way up. A little lower, all the way up, all the way down. Make your glutes do the work here. Again, get a little bit of tension on those arms, holding the weights in place. Again, try to relax head, neck, and shoulders. Two more. Lift. A little pulse. And lower. Lift. And lower. Woo, okay, second set. Weights are parallel. We push them straight up. Back into that skull crusher and down. You're going to be more tired this second set. It's okay if you don't do as many reps. Take a break if you need to, or swap out to your lighter weights if you need to. So good, you guys. Increasing our metabolism by building stronger and bigger muscles. It makes us feel so much better. Last one. All right, weights together. Drop towards the belly button, lower the elbows down. Push straight up, chest fly, out, squeeze in, down, lift, out, and in. I think the hardest part of the workout is done. We're finishing up here. After this, we have a side lying series to get a little more into the hips. All right, guys, last one, make it your best. And lower back down, optional weights on your hips. Walk the feet in, lift, little pulse, and lower. Those arms are on fire. Just hold on to your weights long enough to finish this glute series here. A lift, a little squeeze. I should say big squeeze. I want you squeezing your glutes together as hard as you can. We have 4. Last 3. 2. And last 1. Well done. Put your weights to the side, out of the way. And we're just going to roll over onto our side. All right, we're going to start propped up on our elbow. Knees are bent, and our hips, ankles, and shoulders are all in line here. So take a little glance down, make sure we're all lined up. All right, from here, starting with a challenging but doable side plank. You can have your hand on your hip. You're going to press through your elbow into that bottom knee, lift our hips up, and lower down. Shoulders are also down and back here, lifting up out of that shoulder. Kind of like we're just taking a string, pulling up the hip, and taking it back down. Just 2 more like this. Okay, from here, clamshells. Knee comes open and closes. And then try not to roll back on your hips. Make sure your hip bones are stacked. One more like this. And then we're going to put those 2 together. You guys know I love combinations. It just makes it more fun than doing the same thing set after set. Okay, so next time we lift the knee, we lift the hips at the same time. Up and down. Don't worry, last thing, then we're going to come out of that shoulder. You got it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, you can come all the way down, head resting, or you can support your head in your hand. Top leg. Knee comes in, and then we're going to take it out to the side, a little lift, and a lower. So in and out, in line again with that hip. Try not to rest the leg at all. It's staying hovered the whole time. We have 2 more. Last one, hold the leg up, little circles here to the back. For 4, 3, you know it's coming, let's reverse it. 3, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, hug that knee in. Give it a little tap, get a little love. And before we switch to the other side, let's get a quad stretch in. So grab whatever you can, your pant leg, your ankle, tuck your hips, draw the heel towards your bum. Couple nice deep breaths. And release. Okay, let's switch to the other side. We start with the planks up on our elbow. Here we go, lifting up from that hip and down. And it's not your imagination. The second side is always harder. Two more. A little higher. Clamshells. Here we go, straight into it. For 4, 3, 2, pull up out of that shoulder. Combination, here we go. Up and down. You're feeling this mostly right there in that bottom hip. Top hip's, of course, working too, but we just worked the other one, so that's why you might be feeling it a little bit more. Last 2. Last 1. Come all the way down or supporting our head. We draw the knee in, kick it out, up and down. Another way to level up here, if you're finding that you like to repeat workouts and return to them to see how much strength that you've gained, you could add ankle weights to this section. Two more. All right, keep that leg long, little circles to the back. Try not to rock your hips here. And reverse. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring it forward, put it on the floor. Quick little glute stretch. Grab it while you can, while it's there. Heel towards the bum. And now we get to continue with the rest of our stretches. You're going to feel amazing. All right, release that foot and come onto your back. Let's hug one knee in and then lengthen it up. Gently pull it back towards you. Feel a beautiful stretch in the back of the leg here. If you want a little deeper stretch, you could even kind of walk up your leg here. But if your core is toast, then I understand just keeping it here. Point and flex. And then let's take that ankle, cross it over the other knee, lifting up the bottom foot, threading the hands behind that hip or the underneath the thigh, feeling the stretch in that hip. Take some nice deep breaths here. And then we're going to take that same leg, cross it all the way over the other leg like you're sitting cross-legged. Grab your shins and again hug in. Then let's take both knees, keep them crossed if you can, and drop them all the way to the side. And then reach your arms to the opposite side. Beautiful spinal twist here. Torso comes back to center. Use that core for the legs to come back to center as well. Uncross. Other leg comes up. hug it in. Maybe walk up. Point and flex your foot. Take that ankle, cross it, cross the other thigh, and pick it up, pulling that knee towards you. Do what feels good here. Maybe you want to do a little rock and roll. And then crisscross all the way over. And again, hug those knees in. Let both knees fall to the side. Take the arms to the other side. Torso comes back to center, again using the core, maybe your hands, and we uncross. Hug the knees in. Do a little rock and roll side to side first, and massaging out that lower back. And then we're gonna tuck the chin and do a little rock and roll here, massaging out that lower back. You can make this as big or as small as you like. Gaining momentum, we're gonna sit all the way up. Well done. Let's come back to our child's pose position. Knees come wide. Sit the hips way back. This time flip your palms up and drop your chin, really lengthen, stretching through those arms. And for a beautiful tricep stretch, we're going to bend at the elbows, trying to touch your fingertips to the back of your shoulders. Think about pushing your elbows into the mat to really deepen that stretch. Take a few deep breaths here. Lengthen the arms again, and then roll up nice and slow. We can cross the legs behind us again. Sitting on our bottoms, let's extend our legs forward. Arms come up, big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Try to keep your spine straight and your feet flexed at first. A little bend in your knees is okay too. Then I want you to point your toes and tuck your chin and come forward another inch. And then let's roll it up from there. Let's bring our legs into a butterfly position. Soles of the feet together and sit up nice and tall. From here again, proud chest and hinge forward, relaxing those hips. Big inhale and exhale. Extend your left leg out to the side. Reach your arm up in the nice big side bend. And then other side, reach up. Side bend, try not to lean too far forward here, really open up from that shoulder. And then we're gonna twist over the bent knee. And back to center. Let's bring that leg in. Same thing, other side. Arm comes up, side reach over. Reach tall, inhale. Exhale over. Other arm sweeps around. Gently push against that knee for a beautiful torso twist. Again, back to center. You can sit crisscross or whatever's comfortable for you. Tuck your one elbow behind your back. Grow through that spine, grow tall. And let's take our ear towards our shoulder. Lift the head and then switch sides. Pressing your forearm against your lower back. Opposite ear towards shoulder, releasing any tension there in the side of the neck. And lift your chin. Big inhale. And exhale. And let's go ahead and finish standing. Coming back into our last quadruped here. Tuck the toes into our last downward dog. Bend the knees. Walk the hands towards the feet. And we roll up nice and slow. Finish big inhale. And exhale down. I hope you feel amazing. Welcome to my workout. Let me know what you think. I'm glad you're up for the challenge. Leave me a comment. Thanks for working out with me, and I'll see you next time.